Yo, who got next? I said, who got next? Let me hear the crowd. Who got next? Yo, this is your man Jay Real, and welcome to the Shy's Got Next, where we showcase a lot of Chicago's talent, let you see what you have coming up in the neighborhood. So tonight we're going to have a few artists coming on. Not only do we showcase rap and R&B acts, tonight we have a beautiful young lady from the south side of Chicago. Her name is Emerald, and the first piece she's going to do is Heather Iris Vaughn. So let's kick it to the stage with my girl Emerald.
On a chilly fall day, I fell to my knees to pray. Dear God, why did it have to happen this way? Looking at her mother preparing to say her final goodbyes. She was so emotionally dehydrated she couldn't even cry, so she just sat there staring at the gravesite. Burying her daughter only the age of 23. The 3 letters that brought her to a death were HIV. Heather didn't get the disease from a transfusion, no. Heather got the disease from being confused and thinking if he's your man, he don't have to wear a condom because y'all two live together and have both settled down. What young Heather didn't know was that he was still messing around all around town. She caught him cheating once and forgave him, had a baby and named him after him, thinking that this would make him absolutely hers, not knowing that the days of her life would be getting worse. Yeah, love feels good, but love sure do hurt. So as I passed the hearse and entered the church, I began to feel sick. Because you see, my friend Heather, she wasn't a cheap trick. She didn't treat tricks to lick. She didn't dress like a hoe. And if she was having sex, she didn't advertise it so it'd be like no one would ever know. She had a college education, got a bachelor's degree in business administration. To say that she was gifted was an understatement. Her friends tried to tell her that this man was bad for her, but Heather thought that this man was all life had for her. When she told me she was pregnant, I was glad for her. Never wishing anything bad for her, but bad things sometimes happen to good people. During labor, she had complications. She had to rush her baby straight to incubation. When the doctor returned, Heather asked if her baby need medication. The news she received was way more devastating. The doctor said there's nothing wrong with the baby's vitals, but the baby has the virus and so do you. And if this man here is the father, then so do dude. She turned to him like, is this true? All the coward did was turn away and walked out. The coward went back to his house, put a pistol in his mouth and blew his brains out, taking the easy way out. What could he really say? I mean, how could he go on another day doing what he did, ruining the life of his wannabe wife, his kid? When he met her, he undressed her and caressed her, but failed to let her know that he was suffering from something that would not go away. So he stayed and play, and she agreed. So he proceeded to mislead because she didn't believe that she would conceive. And when he succeeded, he gave this disease to his queen and his seed. The baby survived. He committed suicide. He was playing her like games at arcades, like charades, like spades, dropping bombs like grenades. Took the sunshine out of her life and replaced it with shade. The doctor told her that she wasn't too far away from AIDS, that he could be here in a couple of days, but every night she prays and repents for her ways, taking mental pictures of her young son while he plays. When her T-cells got low, she still prays God the Almighty. She died fighting not for her life, but for the life of her son. When she died, to his little hand she clung. With the last breath of her lungs, she told him to be strong, for in heaven she belonged. With her final cry, she apologized for ruining his life. He was still a young child, so he really didn't understand. She told him to grow up and be a good man and remember his mommy's love. Remember his mommy's love, because it was in his blood. Even though the blood be infected, having a son, she didn't regret it. Then his hand, she let it go, and God came down and God took her soul. See, at the funeral, I couldn't even bring myself to look in the casket. I just turned to God and I asked this, why God, why did this have to happen to me? And through my cries, God replied, you never know who has HIV, so the only one that you should trust is me.